grieving romantic relationships.
Not easy.
That thing will take your appetite.
That heartbreak diet.
You eating air.
Mess up your whole day.
Keep living.
Okay.
You guys see the title, so you already know what today's video is about. If you clicked on this video, I made this video specifically for you. I know my testimony, I went through a 7-year breakup. I remember feeling very vulnerable, feeling different emotions that I could not explain all at once. And then, you know, you go through the different stages, and it's not an easy process to go through. I already know that it's a very emotional roller coaster, and sometimes you feel alone. I sympathize with any of you currently going through it right now because I've been there and done that. But today's video I dedicate to all the people out there really struggling to get through the healing process in their healing journey. Just know that I stand with you. So I hope this video today does help you through. Now, if you're new, my name is Charlenicole, so welcome to you. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know the vibes. Let's get into this video.
It's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to be strong in this moment. I don't need you to get in your bag, put on City Girls. You're not there yet. Cry about it. Let it go, because this is an important part of the process. Find a family member or a friend that you trust who will let you talk about it 1,000,000 times. Your hair color, your skin color, your body shape had nothing to do with you and all to do with them. Realizing that you are enough, you are loved, and you are still lovable. Go out and get your favorite food. Get fresh air. Take a shower. Don't allow this situation to keep you down for too long. The most important thing, forgive yourself.
When you're trying to heal from a breakup, your day needs to look completely different than the days looked when you were a couple. You're trying to uncouple. You're trying to become independent and build your life back up again. So whatever you need to do, it just has to be different. Whatever time you wake up, your morning routine, whether you go to the gym, whether you read, I don't care what it is you do. It has to be completely different than what you were used to. So even change your environment, move your room around, drive a different route to work, change up your friend circle a little bit. Anything that you can do that removes triggers and makes you say, okay, I'm not good. I'm not great yet, but I'm standing on my own 2 feet.
That's absolutely a fact. If you share mutual friends with this man, and some of you may say, well, we share mutual friends, but they were my friends first. Be mindful. Not saying that you got to run for people, but until you are completely healthy, maybe step back a little bit from the mutual friends, because more than likely you guys are going to cross paths. So step away and do what you need to do to take care of your mental health. You need to switch up routine. Things that you used to do with this person needs to cease, and you need to find your own wave. Like, you have to relearn yourself. That's why it's called a journey. It's a healing journey. Be patient with yourself.
You got to stop caring about what happens when you decide to leave the relationship. He was not good to you. He was not healthy for you. When he moves on, if he's good to somebody, if he really is a changed man, I've got to remember that he was not good to me. And because you were not good to me, I don't have the time to sit and wonder if you're going to be good to somebody else. Many times women sit in situations because they don't want to feel like they are giving away this man that they helped groom. But just because he wasn't good to you, that doesn't mean that you didn't sow good seeds. Realize that the seed that I sowed in a bad situation, eventually God was going to allow a harvest to come in a new season. Even if he is good to somebody else, you've got to be okay with realizing, but he wasn't good to me.
For anybody who...
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, that one hit home for me. Long story short, I was the breadwinner in my long-term relationship, like some of y'all watching this video right now, where you're supporting a man that is not working, but yet you're supporting his dreams and his goals, and you put so much into the relationship that you fear that if I let this man go, although I know I need to go, if I let this man go, another woman is going to end up reaping my benefits. That's where your mind goes. And I'm here just to remind you, stop thinking like that, because if it was really meant to be a blessing, if that man was meant to change, he was never meant to change for you. And you have to remind yourself that.
Anybody who is going through a breakup or has gone through a breakup and you still struggling, you need to realize when you are volunteering your mental space to that breakup, if you are still thinking about, I love this person, they treated me so well, I want you to look and assess the quality of that relationship. Did you feel heard? Did you feel seen? Did you feel respected? Did you feel acknowledged? Did you feel appreciated? Could they communicate well? If you realize I wasn't even pursuing my dreams because I was chasing after you so much. I wasn't getting my needs because I was constantly trying to fulfill your needs. You can't beat yourself up because you are human and we all have a human experience. You find the lesson in it. Don't be telling yourself it's because I missed them, because as soon as they come back, you're going to feel the same way.
Grieving romantic relationships.
Not easy.
That thing will take your appetite.
Yep.
That heartbreak diet.
Don't feel like eating a thing. That
Absolutely
thing will take
nothing. You eating air.
Mess up your whole day.
At 7 a.m. sharp. Wake you up out your sleep.
Have you doing things you thought you'd never do.
Keep living.
Okay.
Y'all not
And then
that part.
staying in relationships because you don't want to grieve them.
I'd rather continuously go through hell with you than even to then experience what could be paradise just right by myself for a second, for a time.
You don't want to start over.
No, people don't be wanting to start over. Sometimes pride won't let you start over, even though you need to,
Because you have to admit that you failed.
or that it failed.
Or it failed.
It's like wanting to hold on to a limb that needs to be amputated. It's decaying and now it's getting into your bloodstream. You will die, but you don't want to sacrifice what needs to be cut off.
I really believe that you have not really experienced real heartbreak until you screamed and cried out to God, like, can I just sleep? You feel that emotional pain physically. I believe after that cry, you got two options. Either you're going to allow yourself to be numb and just not feel anything and be bitter. Allowing yourself to be numb like that is a form of bitterness, because that really just means you ain't fully let it go. When you stop your healing process at you just being numb or bitter, all you doing is trying to find somebody new to finish off what that last person started, leading to another heartbreak. Or you're going to allow yourself to feel every emotion that come with it, and you're going to stick it out and go through it. That's really the only way that you're going to break this whole cycle of constant heartbreak. Allow God to deal with the matters of your heart. That's when that cycle can break. And I really pray that whoever is watching this video, if you are going through heartbreak, I pray that God just heals your heart. That the next time that you fall in love is with the person that God called to be in your life.
It's always amazing how obsessed we get with the things and the people we want to have in our life. Even more difficult is letting go after realizing that they weren't all of the picture you had painted in your mind, right? But there's always the hope that they still are. But at what point does your happiness matter? At what point does the stress and anxiety you're dealing with daily matter? The fact that you haven't been taking care of you and your health the way you should be. The fact that you deserted a lot of the friends and family that you love for this person. For a love of someone who ain't treated you right in years. Barely communicating with you about important things and leaving you to feel alone while in a relationship. You need to be more accepting to your standards, to what your head is telling you, to what your eyes are actually seeing and what you're experiencing in the moment.
I made the mistake in thinking that because I bought a house, had the car and the career, that my self-love was top tier. And it wasn't, because of the things that I had been allowing in my life. I had to completely start over from scratch and rediscover who Adriana was after my divorce and being a single mom with 3 kids, because I didn't want that to just be my identity. I was more than just a mom. I was more than just a divorcee. I'm a woman. But I had to figure out, well, who are you? And why were you allowing the things that you were allowing that got you in this position in your life right now? The woman that you see today, the lifestyle that you see today, the confidence that you see that I have today was only built after being broken. Probably in the same position that you're in right now with your life after a divorce or major breakup. It took me a while to really reconstruct and rebuild me, figuring out who Adriana was. So I challenge you to self-reflect on those things and get the blueprint.
To heal a wound, you have to stop touching it. Not put a fucking Band-Aid over it and keep checking to see, is it healed yet? A scab is never gonna grow over it, and you're never gonna have that new layer of skin if you keep touching it.
Baby girl, you're gonna be okay. Because the person that you were crashing out over, baby, the bar was in hell. Okay? You need to crash out. Don't crash out. Number 2, 6 months from now, you're not even going to be attracted to your ex. And I'm not talking about physically, mindset wise.
That part.
You're not even going to be attracted to that anymore. You're going to transform yourself emotionally, spiritually, so much that you're not even going to be attracted to the person that you think you're so madly in love with right now. Number 3, we still that girl. Okay.
Facts.
Number 4, rejection is nothing but redirection. Okay, that's what I've learned, is that sometimes people are just not for you. Sometimes things just don't work out. And you're just getting closer and closer to the person you're supposed to be. And you're getting closer and closer to being with the person that the universe, God, whatever you believe in, has destined for you. Number 5, nothing gets you in better shape than heartbreak. Okay, listen, that gym has seen me consistently. Okay, the discipline that I thought that I didn't have to work out and be consistent when it comes to my mental and physical health, listen, all you need is your heart broken. Okay, I promise you'll be in the best shape of your life, physically as well as mentally. And the last thing is to trust your gut, right? There is a vivid moment that I can remember that I knew that this was not the person for me, that I knew this was not the relationship that I wanted to be in, and still stayed, still gave the benefit of the doubt, still tried to fight through certain things. And so for me, I always have to trust my gut and to leave the first time. If you feel like something is off, if you feel like something is not matching to the ideal that you have set for what you deserve in a relationship, leave.
This is the universal reason as to why you should not care or be sad after a breakup. And I just want to put a disclaimer out there that this is not a therapeutic approach. This is a theoretical approach based on physics, not therapy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred from one thing to another within a system. 2 or more people together make a system. So that means a relationship creates a system. So when you're going through a breakup and you're feeling pain, the more pain you feel, the more pain you're ultimately taking from the other person, because energy is being transferred between you two. Let me show you. So 2 people in a relationship, so they're in a system, energy can only be transferred back and forth between the 2. And even though you guys broke up physically, there's still a tie there energetically where energy is being transferred. So what happens when you sit down and you sulk and you're sad holding on to that negative energy? That means you carry that energy and the other person doesn't have to. So this is the kicker. You have to be the one to be happy. And obviously happiness doesn't come naturally with heartbreak, but you have to choose to be happy. And oh my goodness, y'all, see what happens when you choose happiness. The second you choose happiness, now that other person is forced to feel the pain. And we see this all the time, right? Girls all sad and stuff in the beginning, and that guy's out. He's living his life. He's kicking with his friends. He's fucking nothing ever happened. And the second that girl's like, look, I'm not giving no more tears to the situation. I'm outside, I'm doing me. And she starts to operate from a place of happiness. Now that man is in a state of distress. He's looking at her live her best life. He's asking for her back, stalking her Instagram stories. Why does that happen? It's because there was an energy exchange. We're just taking the negative energy that was given to us and returning it. And I hate to say it like this, but it's literally either you or them.
Well, guys, that's all for the video today. I honestly wanted to create something because I know when I was going through the motions of my long-term breakup, it was very hard. It was very hard. It was me shutting down and kind of distancing myself away from people, because not only was I feeling hurt, but I was feeling embarrassed. I was feeling like I failed. I felt stupid. Like I said, it was a whole bunch of different emotions. And you think being with somebody for almost 7 years that marriage was going to come out of, you know, when it did not, I hurt. I shut down. I was single for 5 whole years. You know, I went through the motions, and the things that I did to help me heal, you know, I strengthened my relationship with God. I worked out, you know, I focused on things that actually made me happy, and that did not include running to the next person to lay up under to make me forget about the pain that I went through. I actually went through the pain. You have to go through the pain. You have to heal. Nobody else is going to help you heal. It is up to you how your healing journey looks. Hopefully this video helped some of you guys. If it did, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe for more content, and also comment, you guys. Let me know your thoughts on today's video. Appreciate you guys, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend this time with me, and I thank you for that. So I will catch you guys in the next video.
I like to